Imagine waking up 5 years from now. The world outside your window looks familiar, but beneath the surface, everything has changed. Your phone, your computer, your doctor's office, even the way you shop and travel, each is quietly powered by a revolution you can't see, but you can feel. This is the dawn of the quantum era, and it's not science fiction. It's happening right now, and it's about to transform your life in ways you never expected. Let's be honest. For most people, a quantum technology sounds like something out of a Marvel movie or a physics textbook. It's a phrase that conjures images of mysterious labs, chalkboards filled with equations, and scientists in white coats debating the nature of reality. But what if I told you that quantum tech is about to leap out of the lab and into your living room? That in just 5 years, it will quietly reshape the way you work, play, heal, and connect. And that the biggest changes won't be the ones you see, but the ones you feel: security, speed, health, and even the way you understand yourself and the world. Let's start with a simple question. What is quantum technology really? At its core, quantum tech harnesses the strange, counterintuitive rules of the quantum world, the world of atoms and subatomic particles, where things can be in two places at once, where particles can be entangled across vast distances, and where the act of observing something can change its reality. For decades, these ideas were the playground of physicists and philosophers. But now, thanks to breakthroughs in engineering, computing, and materials science, we're learning how to use these rules to build new kinds of machines that can solve problems classical computers can't, that can sense the world with impossible precision, and that can keep secrets safer than ever before. But let's get real. Why should you care? Why does quantum matter to you, to your family, to your future? The answer is simple: because quantum tech is about to touch every part of your life, often in ways you won't even notice until you do. And the changes are coming faster than you think. Let's talk about security. Right now, every time you send a message, buy something online, or log into your bank, you're relying on encryption, mathematical locks that keep your information safe. But these locks are built for classical computers, and they're already under threat. In the next 5 years, quantum computers will become powerful enough to crack many of today's encryption methods. That sounds scary, right? But here's the twist. Quantum tech is also giving us new, unbreakable locks. Quantum encryption, or quantum key distribution, uses the laws of physics, not just math, to keep your secrets safe. If anyone tries to eavesdrop, the act of observing the quantum signal changes it, alerting you instantly. In 5 years, banks, governments, and even some businesses will be using quantum secure communication. You might not see it, but you'll feel it every time you trust your data to the cloud, knowing it's protected by the laws of nature themselves. Now, let's shift gears. Imagine you're at the doctor's office. Today, diagnosing diseases like cancer or Alzheimer's can be slow, expensive, and sometimes uncertain. But quantum sensors are about to change that. These devices can detect tiny changes in magnetic fields, temperature, or even the presence of single molecules. In 5 years, quantum sensors could help doctors spot diseases earlier, track your health in real time, and personalize treatments in ways we can barely imagine. Imagine a world where a simple, non-invasive scan can detect illness before symptoms appear, giving you a head start on treatment and peace of mind. That's not just a medical breakthrough, it's a human one. But quantum tech isn't just about health and security. It's about speed, power, and possibility. Think about the last time you waited for your computer to crunch through a big file, or for your phone to process a photo. Now imagine a world where those waits disappear. Quantum computers aren't just faster, they're different. They can solve certain problems in seconds that would take classical computers millions of years. In 5 years, you might not have a quantum computer on your desk, but the companies you rely on, Google, Amazon, your bank, your hospital, will be using them behind the scenes. Understood? That means faster drug discovery, smarter logistics, better weather forecasts, and breakthroughs in materials science that could lead to lighter cars, stronger buildings, and greener energy. Let's make this personal. Picture your daily routine. You wake up, check your phone, and see a personalized health report powered by quantum sensors and AI, analyzing your sleep, your heart rate, even your stress levels. You head to work, and your commute is optimized in real time by quantum algorithms, reducing traffic and cutting your travel time. At lunch, you order food that's been tracked from farm to table using quantum-secure supply chains, ensuring safety and freshness. In the evening, you video chat with a friend overseas, your conversation protected by quantum encryption. And as you drift off to sleep, your smart home adjusts the temperature and lighting, using quantum-enhanced sensors to save energy and keep you comfortable. This isn't a fantasy. It's the near future, and it's closer than you think. But here's the real question. Are you ready for it? Because with every leap forward, there are choices to make about privacy, about access, about how we use these powerful new tools. Quantum tech will give us incredible power, but it will also ask us to rethink what we value, what we protect, and how we connect. So, over the next few sections, we're going to dive deep. We'll explore the science behind quantum tech, what makes it tick, and why it's so different from anything that's come before. We'll look at the breakthroughs happening right now, the companies and countries racing to build the quantum future, and the ways this technology will touch your life in the next 5 years. We'll talk about the opportunities, the risks, and the choices we all face as quantum becomes part of our everyday reality. But before we go further, I want you to pause and imagine, what would your life look like if you could trust your data completely, if your health could be monitored and protected in real time, if the world around you was optimized for speed, safety, and connection? That's the promise of quantum tech, and it's a promise that's about to be kept. Let's pull back the curtain and look at what makes quantum technology so radically different from everything that came before. To understand the coming transformation, you don't need a physics degree. You just need a sense of wonder and a willingness to see the world with fresh eyes. Because the rules of the quantum world are not just strange, they're revolutionary. And when we harness them, we unlock possibilities that were once the stuff of dreams. In the classical world, the world of everyday objects, cars, computers, and coffee cups, things are predictable. A ball thrown in the air follows a clear path. A light switch is either on or off. But in the quantum world, the rules are different. Here, particles can exist in multiple states at once, a phenomenon called superposition. Imagine flipping a coin and having it land as both heads and tails at the same time. That's superposition. Now imagine 2 coins, separated by miles, but when you flip one, the other instantly matches it, no matter the distance. That's entanglement. These aren't just theoretical ideas, they're the foundation of quantum technology. Quantum computers use these principles to process information in ways that classical computers simply can't. Instead of bits, which are either 0 or 1, quantum computers use qubits, which can be both 0 and 1 at the same time. This means they can explore many solutions at once, making them incredibly powerful for certain tasks. In the next 5 years, we'll see quantum computers move from the lab to the cloud, where companies and researchers can access their power remotely. You might not see a quantum chip in your laptop, but the apps and services you use will quietly tap into this new computational muscle. But let's make this real. What does quantum computing mean for you? Imagine a world where new medicines are discovered in months, not years, because quantum computers can simulate molecules and predict how drugs will interact with the body. Imagine supply chains that are so efficient, food waste drops dramatically, and products arrive faster and cheaper. Imagine financial systems that can detect fraud in real time, or weather models that predict storms with pinpoint accuracy, saving lives and property. These aren't distant dreams, they're projects already underway, and in 5 years their impact will ripple into your daily life. Now, let's talk about quantum communication. In a world where data breaches and cyber attacks are daily headlines, trust is everything. Quantum communication uses the principles of entanglement and superposition to create unhackable channels. If someone tries to intercept a quantum message, the act of eavesdropping changes the message itself, alerting both sender and receiver. This isn't just a new lock, it's a whole new way of thinking about privacy. In the next 5 years, expect to see quantum-secure networks connecting banks, hospitals, and even government agencies. And as the technology matures, it will trickle down to businesses and individuals, giving you peace of mind every time you send a message or make a transaction. But quantum tech isn't just about computers and communication. It's about sensing the world in ways we never could before. Quantum sensors are already being used to detect gravitational waves, map the brain, and monitor the tiniest changes in the environment. In the next 5 years, these sensors will become smaller, cheaper, and more accessible. Imagine wearable devices that can detect diseases before symptoms appear, or smart cities that use quantum sensors to monitor air quality, traffic, and infrastructure in real time. The result? Healthier lives, safer communities, and a world that responds to your needs before you even ask. Let's not forget energy. Quantum technology is poised to revolutionize the way we generate, store, and use power. Quantum batteries, still in their infancy, promise faster charging and longer life. Quantum materials could lead to superconductors that transmit electricity with zero loss, making renewable energy more efficient and affordable. In 5 years, you might not see a quantum battery in your phone, but the grid that powers your home could be smarter, greener, and more reliable, thanks to quantum breakthroughs. Of course, with every leap forward, there are challenges. Quantum computers are incredibly sensitive. They need to be kept at temperatures colder than outer space, and even the slightest vibration can disrupt their calculations. Building reliable, scalable quantum machines is one of the great engineering challenges of our time. But the pace of progress is staggering. Every month, new records are set, new milestones reached. The world's biggest tech companies, Google, IBM, Microsoft, and startups you've never heard of, are racing to build the first truly useful quantum computer. Governments are investing billions, seeing quantum as the next frontier in national security and economic power. But here's the twist. The quantum revolution won't be a single moment. It will be a wave, building quietly, then crashing into our lives all at once. Some changes will be obvious: faster computers, better security, smarter devices. Others will be invisible, woven into the fabric of the services you use every day. And as with any revolution, there will be winners and losers. The countries, companies, and individuals who understand and embrace quantum tech will have a head start. Those who ignore it risk being left behind. So what can you do to prepare? Start by staying curious. The quantum world rewards those who ask questions, who challenge assumptions, who are willing to learn. You don't need to become a physicist, but understanding the basics, what quantum is, how it works, and why it matters, will help you navigate the changes ahead. Look for opportunities to engage with quantum tech, whether it's through news, online courses, or even quantum-powered apps as they emerge. And most importantly, think about how you want these technologies to shape your life. Quantum tech is a tool, and like any tool, its impact depends on how we use it. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into the real-world applications of quantum technology. We'll explore how quantum breakthroughs are already changing industries, from healthcare to finance, from transportation to entertainment. We'll look at the stories of people and companies on the front lines of the quantum revolution, and we'll ask the big questions. How will quantum tech change the way you work, the way you play, the way you dream about the future? Because the quantum era isn't just about faster computers or better gadgets. It's about a new way of seeing the world, a world where the impossible becomes possible, where uncertainty is a resource, and where the next 5 years could redefine what it means to be human. Let's step into the real world and see how quantum technology is already reshaping the industries that touch your life every day. The headlines might focus on the big breakthroughs, record-setting quantum computers, billion-dollar investments, Nobel Prizes, but the true story is unfolding in the details, in the quiet revolutions happening behind the scenes. These are the changes that will ripple out to you, sometimes in ways you'll notice, sometimes in ways you'll only feel. Start with healthcare. Imagine a world where your doctor can diagnose diseases before you feel a single symptom. Quantum sensors, with their ability to detect the tiniest changes in your body, are making this possible. Researchers are developing quantum-enhanced MRI machines that can spot cancer cells at their earliest stages, long before traditional scans would notice anything wrong. In the next 5 years, these machines could become standard in major hospitals, giving doctors a powerful new tool to fight disease. But it doesn't stop there. Quantum computers are being used to simulate the behavior of proteins and molecules, a task so complex that even the world's fastest supercomputers struggle. This means faster drug discovery, more personalized medicine, and treatments tailored to your unique genetic makeup. The result? Longer, healthier lives and a healthcare system that's proactive, not just reactive. Now, let's talk about finance. The world's financial systems run on trust and speed. Every transaction, every investment, every loan depends on the ability to process information quickly and securely. Quantum computers are poised to revolutionize this world. They can analyze vast amounts of data in seconds, spotting patterns and risks that would take classical computers days or weeks. This means better fraud detection, smarter investment strategies, and more stable markets. But there's a flip side. Quantum computers could also break the encryption that protects your bank accounts and personal data. That's why banks and governments are racing to adopt quantum-safe encryption, building a new foundation of trust for the digital age. Trio. In 5 years, you might not notice the change, but your money will be safer, your transactions faster, and your financial future more secure. Transportation is another industry on the brink of transformation. Quantum algorithms are already being used to optimize traffic flow in major cities, reducing congestion and cutting commute times. Imagine a world where your car, your bus, and even your city's traffic lights are all connected, working together in real time to get you where you need to go, faster and with less stress. Quantum computers can also help design better batteries for electric vehicles, making them cheaper, lighter, and longer lasting. In the next 5 years, you could see quantum-optimized routes in your navigation apps, smarter public transit systems, and electric cars that charge in minutes instead of hours. Let's not forget entertainment. The movies you watch, the games you play, the music you stream, all of these are shaped by algorithms that recommend, personalize, and create. Quantum computing is opening new frontiers in creativity. Imagine video games with worlds so complex and realistic, they feel alive. Imagine music and movies tailored to your mood in real time, using quantum-powered AI to understand your preferences on a deeper level. In 5 years, the entertainment you enjoy could be more immersive, more personal, and more surprising than ever before. But perhaps the most profound changes will come in the way we solve problems that have always seemed impossible. Climate change, for example, is a challenge that demands new tools and new thinking. Quantum computers can model the Earth's climate with unprecedented detail, helping scientists predict extreme weather, design better renewable energy systems, and develop new materials to capture carbon from the air. In agriculture, quantum sensors can monitor soil health, water usage, and crop growth in real time, helping farmers grow more food with fewer resources. In 5 years, these tools could help us build a more sustainable, resilient world, one where technology and nature work together. Of course, none of this happens in a vacuum. The quantum revolution is a global race, with countries and companies competing to lead the way. The United States, China, Europe, and others are investing billions in quantum research, building national labs, training the next generation of scientists, and forging international partnerships. Tech giants like Google, IBM, and Microsoft are battling for quantum supremacy, while startups are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. This competition is driving innovation at a pace we've never seen before, and it means that the benefits of quantum tech will spread quickly, touching lives around the world. But with great power comes great responsibility. Quantum technology will create new opportunities, but also new risks. The same computers that can break today's encryption could be used for cyber attacks. The same sensors that monitor your health could be used to invade your privacy. The same algorithms that optimize your commute could be used to track your every move. As quantum tech becomes part of our daily lives, we'll need new rules, new safeguards, and new ways of thinking about trust, privacy, and ethics. So what does this mean for you? It means that the next 5 years will be a time of incredible change, a time to stay informed, to ask questions, and to be part of the conversation. Quantum tech isn't just something that happens to you. It's something you can shape through the choices you make, the products you use, and the values you hold. The future isn't written yet, and the quantum era is just beginning. In the next section, we'll explore the human side of the quantum revolution. How will these technologies change the way you live, work, and connect with others? What new possibilities will open up, and what new challenges will we face? We'll look at the stories of people already living on the edge of the quantum future, and will imagine what your life could look like as quantum tech becomes part of your everyday reality. Let's bring the quantum revolution closer to home. It's easy to get lost in the headlines and the hype, but the real story is about people, about you, your family, your community, and the subtle but profound ways your daily life will shift as quantum technology becomes woven into the fabric of society. The next 5 years won't just be about faster computers or smarter sensors. They'll be about new possibilities for how we live, work, and connect. Quantum-secure online platforms will make it safer to share ideas, collaborate on projects, and access resources from anywhere in the world. The result: a more connected, creative, and empowered generation of learners. Of course, with all these changes come new challenges. Will quantum-powered healthcare, education, and security be available to everyone, or only to those who can afford it? The risk of a quantum divide is real, a world where the rich and powerful use quantum tech to get even further ahead, while others are left behind. So as you look to the future, ask yourself, what kind of world do you want to help create? How can you use your voice, your choices, and your actions to shape the quantum era for the better? The answers won't always be easy, but the journey will be worth it.